Nanotechnology has taken the world of science by storm. Small wonder, since it potentially holds the key to new materials with extraordinary properties. Such materials could lead to the development of new technologies that could revolutionize the quality of life of the citizens of South Africa. Nanotechnology is the technology of 1/1000th of a meter. It is the technology of atoms. Examples such as highly accurate and sensitive medical diagnostic devices, new ways of disease therapy, and the monitoring and remediation of basic water supplies are just a few areas that have been identified where nanoscience and nanotechnology may make an impact. To ensure that South Africa remains competitive with the international research community in this fast-developing field, South Africa's nanoscience and nanotechnology effort is being coordinated at national level by the Department of Science and Technology through its National Nanotechnology Strategy.
The National Nanotechnology Strategy calls for the establishment of nanotechnology centers. These centers are expected to play a central role in the development of nanoscience and nanotechnology in South Africa. The launch of the centers is a very important milestone in the implementation of the National Nanotechnology Strategy.
The DST Mintech Nanotechnology Innovation Center is focused on addressing some of the social challenges outlined by the government, in addition to fulfilling many of the interventions outlined in the South African Research and Development Strategy and the National Nanotechnology Strategy. The DST Mintech Nanotechnology Innovation Center has 4 main research platforms, which focus on nanomaterials, sensors, biolabels, and water. What makes the activities in this center exciting is that these areas are in no way exclusive. There is overlap between the various areas. This allows those working in the center to get exposure to many different disciplines. This cross-fertilization of new ideas and ways of looking at things are expected to drive innovation.
2 important elements to mention about the centers are, firstly, the true collaboration with higher education institutions, given that the centers will play an important role in human capital development.
The DST Mintech Nanotechnology Innovation Center is comprised of many stakeholders, all represented on the steering committee that is the decision-making body of the center. The stakeholders are the Department of Science and Technology, Mintech, the Water Research Commission, the Medical Research Council, Rhodes University, the University of Johannesburg, and the University of the Western Cape.
The first 2 centers have been established at Mintech and the CSIR, and activities at these centers are aligned to the focus of the DST's National Nanotechnology Strategy.
Nanotechnology is an area of interest and expertise that we've developed at Rhodes University over a number of years, and with the award of the Chair in Nanotechnology and the Innovation Centre in Nanotechnology, particularly for sensor research, is one which has caused renewed interest in this field for both students and staff at Rhodes University.
The students, and the interesting thing is that students right from first year are already showing interest, trying to plan their careers around nanotechnology.
Nanotech is a dynamic and fascinating field, achieving the big from the inconceivably small. My interest in this field is in the biological sensor development for the detection of diseases. The research we are conducting in this institute is taking an idea from a proof of concept all the way through to a product that can make people's lives a whole lot easier.
We are going to get people overseas to come and train here. That means the knowledge and the information will stay in South Africa. There'll be more students now trained in this country because of the presence of the Nanotechnology Center.
I did my PhD in the University of Santiago de Chile in the Prof. José Zagal Labs. So I came here to do research about nanotechnology.
The aim of this center within the Nanotechnology Innovation Center series is to develop sensor technology for early disease detection. So that means looking for biological markers or molecules in the blood that will indicate that disease is prevalent before the disease occurs.
Mintech has been active in nanoscience and nanotechnology for a number of years. The main focus of activities has been the use of precious metals for molecular recognition systems, drug delivery systems, and various types of electrochemical systems for sensor applications.
We are proud indeed that the DST, Mintech, Nanotechnology Innovation Centre has asked the University of the Western Cape to be the biolabeled centre for its project. The new tools that have been developed will help the University of the Western Cape and South Africa with respect to a whole range of ways of better understanding the scientific world and finding the answers to many of the problems that now beset us. We think here of malaria, we think of TB, we think of cancer.
Proteomics is a technology that allows us to separate proteins in large scale. And the proteins being separated in large scale allows us to identify normal and diseased proteins. Those proteins that are coming from diseased individuals are the ones that are leads for biomarkers.
In particular, we aim to identify proteins that are on the surface of the diseased cell, and then to use those proteins which are unique to the disease we're studying, for example, a cancer cell, to target the nanotechnology vehicles to the cancer cell, bringing with them either a labeling payload, so for example, a fluorescent nanoparticle, or a drug delivery payload, for example, a polymeric-based structure loaded with either proteins or small molecules which can induce cell death in the cancer cell that we're targeting. And our goal is to be able to deliver drugs to cells without and introduce those drugs inside the cell to induce cell death, to kill the diseased tissue without delivering those drugs to other cells and creating what's sometimes called a bystander effect, in which normal cells get damaged as well as the diseased cell.
Apoptosis or programmed cell death plays a vital role in development of cancer. I have about 10 years experience in this research group. We hope to use the technology and the knowledge that we've gained about this process to develop nanotechnology-based therapeutic and diagnostic strategies to treat diseases such as cancer, HIV, TB, malaria, and diabetes.
The university is very pleased to be part of the Nanotechnology Innovation Centre, together with Mintech and our sister universities who are part of the consortium. The centre offers us incredible opportunities for promoting staff development around research projects that are directly relevant and show great promise for the future. The centre also provides us with massive opportunities for enrolling and funding postgraduate research students. The centre also provides unique opportunities for collaborating with sister institutions, with research groups from other universities. This is particularly important in South Africa because as South Africa competes on a global scale more and more, our system is just too small for us to be competing with one another as well. So these types of collaborative initiatives we think are very, very important in leveraging our combined competitiveness on an international scale.
The water platform of the DST Mintech NIC fits into a broader research focus here at the University of Johannesburg, that of nanomaterials science. As one of the research team leaders of the UJ Nanomaterials Focus, I coordinate activities around the synthesis and characterization of various nanomaterials. For the Nanomaterials Innovation Centre in particular, we aim to research and produce nanomaterials that can aid in the destruction and detection of key pollutants in water. We believe that advances in nanomaterial science and engineering can resolve or at least greatly reduce many of the current problems in water quality, and hence we are immensely excited to be part of this initiative.
The activities of the Water Nanotechnology Unit's research group will be focused on two main areas. The first being the destruction of pollutants and pathogens, and it builds on the cyclodextrin technology that is already developed in our research group at the University of Johannesburg. The second main area of focus will be on the detection of specific pollutants and pathogens, and these activities will be undertaken in close cooperation with the partners in the nanotechnology unit but with a specific focus on water issues.
We have a national innovation center in biosensing. And now, in partnership with Mintech, we have a center in biolabeling, which is likely to contribute to the national effort and build South Africa's science capacity.
The fact that this innovation center focuses on nanotechnology, I think, is very, very important as well in the South African context. One, because nanotechnology has been identified as a key area in which the nation needs to develop a basic competence and understanding, because it really promotes fundamental scientific knowledge and understanding. But two, because nanotechnology as an area also holds massive promise for innovation, new products that can have really important consequences for our socioeconomic life. And for this reason, I think also the university sees this as a major opportunity to really become involved in innovation from the ground upwards.
Mintech's role in the DST Mintech Nanotechnology Innovation Center is to take care of the commercialization of the research being generated in the center. This directly addresses the innovation chasm that exists in South Africa. Increasing the use of South Africa's extensive natural resources has always been a goal of Mintech. That is why we have focused on the beneficiation of precious metals in the nanoscience and nanotechnology program.
I must thank DST and Mintech for giving us this opportunity to take research to a new level.
The Department of Science and Technology and this Nanotechnology Innovation Center are to be congratulated on this wonderful endeavor. And UWC promises to be steadfast and innovative in the ways in which it proceeds to provide for South Africa the knowledge it must have if it is to succeed.
Innovation through nanotechnology.